Alright, today we're going to be learning how to Texas rig different types of worms. I've just got 3 random worms out of my box. Basic worms that y'all would have. You just need basic Texas rig hook. Really doesn't matter if it's straight, regular hook like this or an extra wide gap, as you saw in my craw video for the shorter craws. But you're going to find center, punch center. Best way to do it is there's 2 seams from the molding process. One right here on mine, the other one is right here. It's like right there. And the other one's right there. And the good thing about these is it's got that little, there's just a little nipple right there. From the molding process, you just want to take your hook, just go. You can, I like to punch it out halfway through the second little rift, I guess is what you'd call them, or the rib. Lay it down. Good thing about these ones with ribs is you can just easily see where the hook needs to be placed through. Hook through, just as you're normally going to do. You're going to pull your lure forward towards the eye of the hook, push it back onto that hook point so it's virtually weedless. With curly tails or twister tails, it doesn't matter which way the tail faces, because it's just going to sit there moving in the water. Like, it's going to be kind of outstretched and it's going to be kind of spinning. So that's just your basic worm Texas rig. That's with the twister tails. Smooth-bodied worms, or pretty close to smooth-bodied. This is almost a actual worm replica. Gonna find center. I think the seams are easier to see on this one. As you can see, you can easily see this seam. Easily see the seam that's right there, just by the 2 color variations. You're going to take your hook. This one's already been used on a jig head, I believe. But you're just going to take your hook, poke it through a little. And this one's got a smooth, and then it's got the ribs on top. You're going to want to poke through the bottom, or that smooth side. Pull it through like you did normal. Figure out where your hook goes. Punch your hook through. Punch that hook through. Recede your hook point into your worm, and you're ready to fish. Just a couple different ways you can rig a worm besides Texas rig. You can come in, bury your hook in dead center, feed it through just as straight as possible. And then you can either come out on the, I pushed it a little too far on. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you can get it so when you're pulling it through the water, the hook points down. Still got too much worm. Notice how it's not very straight. Nobody's perfect at this. You don't have to be. Another way people do it is they rig it that same way, but they have the hook point up, like so. This is just a way for senkos, is wacky rig it, or your stick baits, instead of these hard worms, or soft worms. That's your basic wacky rig combo, but instead of using a bass hook like this, you're going to use a circle hook. You could even do with these guys for smallmouth. Take it, you want a super small, I wouldn't say super small, you want a, it's called a dropshot hook. Either a dropshot hook or a pretty small circle, and you just kind of want to go, you can either nose hook it like so, you could even, I've seen some of the videos I've watched when I was learning how to drop shot, was they did Texas rig with the small hook. And then my favorite is you take it, you're going to put the point, you're going to take your worm about ½ inch down, depending on the hook size. For this one, I'm just going to put my finger here on the front of the worm, push the hook till it touches my finger, and then you're going to find that. So that's about ½ inch, maybe ½ inch down. You're going to stick it in to your bait, and you're going to pull it till that point pops out. And once that point pops out, go ahead, push it back up till that hook point is right there. You can see the hook point. Where's a piece of paper? As you can see, if you're drop shotting with senkos, I've seen people nose hook them, wacky for drop shot. Oh yeah, and this is a modified nose hook, just so you know, when you feed it through the worm. I prefer this because it's going to look more natural, instead of it being able to swing from side to side like you can. When you nose hook it, you can basically go 360. But when you do this modified nose, you're you're really limited to your sideways movement. It's just going to look more natural. It's going to be more of this action. Be more of the wounded fish type stuff instead of going up and maybe sideways doing one of these. But this is my favorite way to rig it. KVD makes some really nice drop shot hooks. The problem with those is it takes a lot longer to rig them because you have to tie. It's basically just got a piece of wire through the eyelet with a eyelet on top, tying part of your leader to that, and then tying your weight leader to that bottom eyelet. So essentially it's acting like one of these. Let's say this whole thing's your eyelet to your hook. You're going to have one down here, the other down here, acting as your eyelet, and it's just going to sit like this in the water. So that's just so you don't have to worry about knowing how to tie a drop shot knot, how to do all that stuff. I'll probably do a next week, maybe Thursday, Friday, or sometime this weekend if I end up going fishing. I'll end up doing a video and teaching y'all how to tie knots and stuff like that. So if you guys want to see different knots, or if you guys want to see something, or you guys want me to do requests, I will do your request for anything fishing or hunting. The hunting videos are probably going to have to wait till hunting season, just because I'm not going to go out in the woods and act like I'm hunting for y'all. But hunting season is just around the corner, so comment what you want me to do, like my videos, please subscribe, let your friends know about my channel if they're just getting into fishing. Alright, I'm out, man. Rocky Mountain Outdoorsman, out.